noticing an increase in articles with headlines like this and this and this, myself and a few colleagues decided to conduct some research on remote work to challenge this notion in the popular discourse that remote work somehow has an inherent risk of leading to burnout. We use the mass-like burnout inventory as a validated psychometric measure and a self-report to measure instances of burnout on three subscales. They are emotional exhaustion, depersonalization, and personal achievement. Our data shows some interesting findings. So, if it is true that people who work remotely are more at risk of burnout, then our research that was conducted amongst people that exclusively work remotely, one would expect high emotional exhaustion, high depersonalization, and low personal achievement. What we found was actually the opposite. So when we look at the data as a scatter plot, some interesting trends emerge. On the y-axis, you'll see 0 to 7. That's the response range that someone can answer on when they complete the questionnaire. And you'll see that on emotional exhaustion, which is the red, we've got a wide distribution across the entire band instead of having responses concentrated towards the upper range. Then if we look at the orange, which is depersonalization, we also see a wide distribution and a slight concentration at the lower end instead of at the high end, which is what one would expect from a burnt out, remotely working group of people. And then if we layer on top of that personal achievement, we would expect personal achievement to be on the lower end for a burnt out group. And instead we are seeing, again, a wide distribution with a slight concentration towards the middle and more towards the higher end, which is not what one would expect from remotely working people that are more burnt out. If we look at the same data as a scatter plot, we can see significant mean differences between emotional exhaustion, depersonalization, and personal achievement. But again, not the results that one would expect if this group of remotely working people were significantly burnt out. If you find this interesting, do give me a follow because for the next few days, I'll be talking some more about the findings that we got from our research. If you'd like to chat to me about making your organization a people first one, then you can either book a free chat with me on our website, which is lbvc.co.za, or you can just go to the link in my bio where you can also book a session with me. If you have your own thoughts on remote work and burnout, please do share them in the comments. I'd love to read them.